Hi, I'm Andrea Dodds, and I'm a worship associate here at Horizon. I am delighted to welcome you to our worship service this morning. If you'd like to learn more about our church, please visit our website at horizonuu.org. We also invite you to our virtual coffee hour, the link for which can be found in our website. With no further announcements, our worship service will now begin.
Our call to worship this morning comes from the writings of the Reverend Gretchen Haley. This is called Let Astonishment Be Possible. Whatever you have come in anticipating, whatever you expect or worry for our world, for the future, for our lives, let it go. Make space in your heart to be surprised. Make room in your soul for a new story to take shape. Let astonishment be possible at this life that remains a miracle. Imagine here the bursting of joy, relentless and resilient, coming in waves, washing over us with music and story and silence. Still this dreaming together, being hope for each other and courage to believe in this new day dawning for us all. Come, let us worship together.
Please join me now in saying together the words of our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of our church. The quest for truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve humanity in harmony with the earth, thus do we covenant together.
Hi everybody, my name is Mark David Buckles, and I'm going to be sharing the song Bright Morning Star with you. I hope you'll sing it with me. Some of you might be familiar with the song in the Unitarian Universalist hymnal, Bright Morning Stars. My understanding is that the song originally was Bright Morning Star, about our sun. Bright morning star is arising, or bright morning stars arising. This is also a different melody from maybe the one you've heard. It's, in my understanding, an old Appalachian melody, and it's got some additional verses written by my friend and colleague Matt Meyer. So here's how the song goes. Bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. So I'm going to line that out for you. I'll sing one line, invite you to sing it back with me. Bright morning stars arising, your turn. Bright morning stars arising. Bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. Day is a breaking, day is a breaking in my soul. So let's try that whole thing together. Bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. Let's try that one more time. Bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising, bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. Rise up from morning slumber, rise up from morning morning slumber. Rise up from morning slumber. Rise up from morning slumber. Day is a breaking in my soul. Rise up and hear your calling. 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 Day is a breaking in my soul. Oh, lift your voice to heaven. 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 Day is breaking in my soul. We'll sing out loud for justice. 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 Day is a breaking in my soul. We'll build this faith together. 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 Day is a breaking in my soul. Bright morning star, bright morning star arising. Bright morning stars arising. Bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. One more time, bright morning stars arising. Bright morning stars arising. Bright morning stars arising. Day is a breaking in my soul. Day is a breaking. Day is a breaking in my soul. Day is a breaking. Day is a breaking in my soul. One more time. Day is a breaking in my soul.
This month, you all have chosen to support an organization that we all mostly know as DRUM, which stands for Diverse, Revolutionary, Unitarian Universalist, Multicultural Ministries. This group is a people of color ministry and anti-racist collective that has been central to supporting the ministries of my colleagues of color as well as of lay people. DRUM brings lay and religious professionals together to overcome racism through resistance and to transform Unitarian Universalism through their multicultural experiences. The offering will now be joyfully given and received. Our first reading this morning is called Community Means Strength by Starhawk. We are all longing to go home, to some place we have never been. A place half remembered and half envisioned, we can only catch glimpses of from time to time. Community. Somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats. Somewhere a circle of hands will open to receive us. Eyes will light up as we enter. Voices will celebrate with us whenever we come into our own power. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. Arms to hold us when we falter, a circle of healing, a circle of friends, someplace we can be free. I invite you to join me now in a moment of meditation or prayer. Loving God, Spirit of life, mystery of all that is, draw near to us this morning and know our hearts. We give thanks this morning for the strength of community, for all the ways we support each other, for the ways we show up for one another, for the ways that we show love. These are the things that matter. We give thanks too for the changing of the seasons, a reminder that we are all a part of the turning of some great circle. There is something happening here that we all can feel. Spirit, we lament this morning all the injustices of our time. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming, like too much to bear. And we wonder, will what we're doing matter? Are we doing enough? Are we doing the right things? Help us to see that working for change, that believing that a different way of living is possible, is not about getting it right or seeing results right now. Remind us that instead it is a call from within, from beyond, from somewhere we may not even recognize, that we can do better for one another. And we will keep trying, no matter how long it takes. We are imperfect human beings, often trying to control things that aren't ours to control, losing patience in ways large and small, quick to anger and maybe not quick enough to apologize. And in all of that, we are still worthy, whole, and holy. Help us to begin anew each day, for this is what life is about. May it be so. Amen.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the heart, giving life the shape of justice, whose only cause wings and be free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Our second reading this morning is called Choose to Bless the World by UU theologian Rebecca Parker. Your gifts, whatever you discover them to be, can be used to bless or curse the world. The mind's power, the strength of the hands, the reaches of the heart, the gift of speaking, listening, imagining, seeing, waiting. Any of these can serve to feed the hungry, bind up wounds, welcome the stranger, praise what is sacred, do the work of justice, or offer love. Any of these can draw down the prison door, hoard bread, abandon the poor, obscure what is holy, comply with injustice, or withhold love. You must answer this question: what will you do with your gifts? Choose to bless the world. The choice to bless the world is more than an act of will, a moving forward into the world with the intention to do good. It is an act of recognition, a confession of surprise, a grateful acknowledgement that in the midst of a broken world, unspeakable beauty, grace, and mystery abide. There is an embrace of kindness that encompasses all life, even yours. And while there is injustice, anesthetization, or evil, there moves a holy disturbance, a benevolent rage, a revolutionary love, protesting, urging, insisting, that which is sacred will not be defiled. Those who bless the world live their life as a gesture of thanks for this beauty and this rage. The choice to bless the world can take you into solitude to search for the sources of power and grace, native wisdom, healing, and liberation. More, the choice will draw you into community, the endeavor shared, the heritage passed on, the companionship of struggle, the importance of keeping faith, the life of ritual and praise, the comfort of human friendship, the company of earth, the chorus of life welcoming you. None of us alone can save the world. Together, that is another possibility waiting. I am decidedly one of those people who is not a runner, or at least I was. But in seminary, I started getting kind of stir crazy, sitting in classes all day, and my walks to and from class and work just kind of stopped cutting it. I joined a gym and also started running in the park near my apartment during the spring and the fall when there wasn't a bunch of snow on the ground. I felt this tugging within me, urging me to move, to get out of my head and into my body. I think in a lot of ways it helped keep me grounded and calm when things around me started to get kind of wild. This running app I use, it starts with this narration in your ear, a woman's voice asking, "Answer this question. Why are you doing this? What's your goal? Why are you out here running today?" And she gives you some options. Do you want to accomplish a goal? Did you sign up for a race? Do you want to be healthier? Are you doing this for your kids or your family? Do you just want to take 30 minutes to yourself a few times a week? Or even something else? And then throughout the run, she brings it back to the goal. Remember that you're doing this for your kids. Remember that you signed up for that 5K. Remember that you want to feel what it's like to move your body. Remember whatever your why is, because she says we're going to need that. This week, as I was running and listening to that voice, I thought of all of you. We too are going to need that why. Why are you, as individuals, here? What brought you here for the first time? Why do you stay? Is this your first time with us? Have you left and come back? These individual stories of coming and going, of belonging, make up one larger story, each one sacred in its own way, and the whole even more so. Someone said to me this week, the only reason to join a church is to be a part of something. And I think in some ways that's true. I wonder, what exactly did you come hoping to be a part of? What is that something here at Horizon? What are the things we as a group are a part of? Here in the interim time, we'll constantly be doing this dance between doing the inner work as a congregation and the outer work in the world. We talked last week about dreaming, about who you are and who you want to be, about dreaming as a way to be open to possibilities, and also as a way for you all to open your hearts to someone new. And then we're talking about doing the outer work, engaging in the community, building a public presence, living our values out loud and proud with others who feel the same. These are both vital to our mission. And like I said, it will be a dance between these two during the interim time. Of course, they are connected. In both places, we need to try to dig deeper into the reasons for what we're doing and why we do it this way. And that doesn't mean anyone's saying the way we do it is bad, but we'll push ourselves to ask these questions. And I say all of that because during my second week here, I was given a gift. In one of those big brown office envelopes, sealed with the little string, were pieces of paper collected from a sermon given by Reverend Laura called Becoming the Church. Now, I don't know what the sermon was about exactly, and that's not the point I'm trying to make. What I do know is that one August evening, I sat on my couch in my apartment, opened up the big envelope of your words, and let them rain down across my lap. And on those pieces of paper, you answered the question, why are you here? Of course, this was before some of our time. Not everyone was there that day, and some who were have passed on. And yet the circle continues. But what's precious is that the words, your words, of course, live on. Here is what some of you said. I'm here today to think deeply. I'm here today for the music. I'm here today to be challenged. I'm here today to heal the world. I'm here because I love this place. This is my home. I'm here to stay sober and to stay grounded. I came here for my child, and I stayed for myself. I'm here because I can bring my whole self here. I am here to grow spiritually. I'm here because it fills my mind with hope. I'm here because I want to be. I'm here because what's talked about here feels important. I'm here today because I want to think and feel. I'm here to make the world a better place. I'm here for my kids, and I'm here for my friends. What a beautiful affirmation of what we're doing here, of the purpose of community. As the reading from Starhawk reminded us earlier, we are all longing to go home to some place we have never been. Somewhere a circle of hands will receive us, eyes will light up as we enter. And she continues, somewhere there are people to whom we can speak with passion without having the words catch in our throats. Community means strength that joins our strength to do the work that needs to be done. I have heard the wonderings swell among us. Are we making progress in our justice work? Are we moving forward the way we should? And I think there has to be something running deeper underneath all of that, something more than whether we're making progress. And see, this gets complicated because our spiritual ancestors, specifically our Unitarian ancestors, really did believe in progress, in onward and upward forever. And so that mindset runs deep within us. It is part of our heritage, just the same way we talked about the Protestant work ethic. Of course, we hope that we are a change-creating, justice-making people. I believe that is who we want to be. But people throughout time have worked for change with little progress seen in their lifetimes. And most importantly, they kept going. The movements that have been life-saving and life-giving have taken time, gone slowly. Change has been a constant push-pull, a dance back and forth. And to me, the most powerful stories of activism, of change and justice work, are people knowing that they would not see the change they were working toward in their lifetimes, and doing it anyway because they believed it was right. It brings to mind the Ella Baker quote, "This may only be a dream of mine, but I believe it can be made real." Our why has to run deeper than progress, than what we can see in front of us. I think that we do the work because we believe that the way things are right now is not okay. Our actions are not just about progress or about doing something, but they're a theological statement about how we believe things should be. Those of us involved in Faith in Texas this week watched a TED Talk about mass incarceration. The man giving the talk told us about his struggles with addiction, his time in prison, and his re-entry into his community. He invited us to imagine wearing a shirt with "the worst thing you've ever done" printed on the front for everyone to read. And he drew a link between that and having a criminal record in our society. He reminded us that we are all worth more than the worst thing we have ever done. This should not be radical to Unitarian Universalists. Of course, we believe that all people are more than the worst thing they have ever done. We believe in the inherent worth and dignity of all people as outlined in our principles, and that people are worthy now, not sometime in the future, not based on what they have or haven't done, and not based on belief either. We are all worthy. And if we believe this, and I'm pretty confident that we do, then a world where people are treated as unworthy or as left out, as unlovable, is not acceptable. So the why then is not about progress we might make right now, but about saying, no, this is not okay. It's a statement about our beliefs, no matter what the future might hold. Howard Thurman, theologian, organizer, and mentor to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., reminds us of our growing edges. He wrote, "Look well to the growing edge. All around us, worlds are dying and new worlds are being born. All around us, life is dying and life is being born. The fruit ripens on the tree, the roots are silently at work in the darkness of the earth, against a time when there shall be new leaves, fresh blossoms, green fruit. Such is the growing edge. It is the extra breath from the exhausted lung, the one more thing to try when all else has failed, the upward reach of life when weariness closes in upon all endeavor. This is the basis of hope in moments of despair, the incentive to carry on when times are out of joint and men have lost their reason, the source of confidence when worlds crash and dreams whiten into ash. The birth of the child, life's most dramatic answer to death. This is the growing edge incarnate. Look well to the growing edge." And I wonder this morning about our growing edges. There are all different ways to grow, and growth extends, of course, beyond numbers. Growth is often about our spirits, about the ability to deepen, about the ability to ride the waves of change. And it also invites us to consider where we might dig deeper within ourselves, both as individuals and as a community, when it feels like we have nothing else to give. But there's something that has to come first. Before we can dream, before we can embrace possibility, before we can grow spiritually, we have inward work that awaits. We have to know why we're here and how we are as a community. We heard last week from Adrienne Marie Brown and her work Emergent Strategy, and I told you I wasn't done. So hear now her words on relationship. She writes, "Meaningful collaboration both relies on and deepens relationship. The stronger the bond between the people or groups in collaboration, the more possibility you can hold. In beginning this work, notice who you feel drawn to, where you find ease, and notice who challenges you, who makes the edges of your ideas grow or fortify. I find that my best work has happened during my most challenging collaborations, because there are actual differences that are converging and creating more space, ways forward that serve more than one worldview. I think this is the hope, the possibility on all of our minds right now. Can we meet the world's growing edges? Can we build change from a place of relationship? And when I wonder about all of those things, I go back to your words on those pieces of paper falling down into my lap. I'm here because I want to work to heal the world. I'm here because what's talked about here is important. I'm here for community. I'm here to grow spiritually. I'm here because I can bring my whole self. And I'm here because I want to be. May it be so. Amen.
We extinguish the flame of this chalice, but not our commitment to our mission to welcome radically, love boldly, grow spiritually, and serve courageously. We carry this commitment in our hearts because we envision a beloved community filled with compassion, helping all to thrive in a just world.
My life goes on in endless song above earth's lamentation. I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though the tempest round me roars? I know the truth, it liveth. What though the darkness round me close? Songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to thy rock I'm clinging. Since love prevails in heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble as they hear the bells of freedom ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? To prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing?
Friends, as we go forth from our time together this morning, may we deepen into our collective why. May it be so. Amen.